Hey, welcome to All Things Social Security, the daily video share of the day-to-day goings-on in the Social Security world that we're all in at the moment. My name is Stephanie Joy. I am the attorney and the founder of Joy Disability. It is a Social Security disability and SSI only law practice for the last 2 decades. Your video is about to start. I just wanted to remind you to click the join button below and consider becoming a benefactor member. It provides a lot of free one-on-one interaction with me on any questions you have. And for broader topics or of greater magnitude, you can have significantly discounted consultation time. Okay, I'll see you there. Enjoy your video. Bye-bye. Guys, here's another fraud law review. Again, May 2024. This looks like a Bonnie and Clyde kind of situation. And I say that jokingly in a way. It's not the same. They weren't running around shooting up people. But it was a husband and wife team. We had a recent one that we called a Bonnie and Clyde team, but it was more of a parent-child, I think, and they were both far into adulthood. But anyway, so let's see what it is. This is in South Dakota, the lovely district of South Dakota, in particularly a town by the name of Lead. Is that lead or is that lead? Don't know. Any South Dakotans out there that might know? Anyway, these guys were convicted, so it's not a big problem to say their name. We got the lovely Tammy Lee Stokes, age 52, and her, well, we'll see if we get to the husband. Oh yeah, Jason Lee Stokes, age 48. Oh, wasn't that funny? A little jailbait like myself. Yeah, my husband's like 5.5 years younger than me. Yay. Okay. So it looks like back in December of 2012, Jason Stokes submitted an application for SSD, claiming that he was unable to work because of illness, which is what you always have to claim you're unable to work, right? He did qualify, which only suggests he had some hefty medical records, people. That doesn't just happen based on what you say. In fact, what you say has little to do with it. Thereafter, he and his, I would like to say better half, but I'm not sure, repeatedly reported false and fraudulent information to the SSA about the nature and extent of Jason's alleged disability. From 2013 to 2023, it looks like they filed written reports and attended doctor's appointments, claiming that he needed a wheelchair, could not physically function without constant assistance, and was unable to work. It sounds like they really asserted he was quite unable, dependent entirely on other people. And as you know, to be found disabled under SS law, you don't have to be dependent on other people. You don't have to be bedridden, totally unproductive, unable to care for yourself. It doesn't extend to that low of a or high of a bar. It says at doctor's appointments, Mr. Stokes acted as though he was suffering the symptoms falsely reported in the Stokes written reports. Stokes also sought and obtained benefits on behalf of a minor dependent child. In reality, he was a healthy man and continued to work as a self-employed construction contractor, putting his LLC in his wife's name to hide his employability. This is sickening. This really ticks me off. Being a self-employed person myself, that is so abusive. And people wonder why the SSA takes close scrutiny to self-employment, or if you work for an LLC, or if there is a family business at all that you could be, getting monies from because you're actually doing a service that you don't report. I mean, can you blame the SSA for that? That's the name of fraud here, guys. I mean, it's pathetic. Anyway, throughout the time period, apparently he obtained over $160,000 in disability benefits, and over $43,000 on behalf of the minor child. So you put them together, it's about $200,000, maybe a little more. He purchased 3 snowmobiles, 2 vehicles, a trailer, and a motorcycle during this time period. They obtained numerous hunting licenses, took long international vacations, and enjoyed various outdoor activities, including helicoptering and boating. Nothing makes me more sick. I'm sure I'm gonna have an opinion on what the repercussions should be. It says, in the end, their 10 years of fraud was uncovered in 2022 when a doctor at a required consultative exam noted that Jason's muscle tone and other bodily functions did not match his purported levels of impairment. Interesting, because, you know, I've never seen where a consultative exam was so spot on to figure something like this out. I find this to be, sorry, I got a dog making funny noises behind me. This is really interesting. So if he was saying he was completely dependent and confined to a wheelchair, you would expect a lot of muscle atrophy, right? So the dimwit, Jason, just didn't think of everything during this little 10-year Bonnie and Clyde, white collar Bonnie and Clyde. Investigators then surveilled Mr. Stokes, awesome, engaging in, or both of them, engaging in their daily routine and observed them shopping, traveling to Mexico to go scuba diving, going to restaurants, and driving. These activities completely contradicted the Stokes representation to the SSA that Jason couldn't leave the home and needed assistance to essentially every aspect of his life. The poor dear. When sentencing the wife, the circuit court judge stated that Tammy took, quote, full advantage of the fraud on the United States and lived the high life on the taxpayer's dime. I couldn't agree more. And that the husband, Mr. Stokes, sentencing a day later, a different judge, looks like they had different judges, stated, most of the people in South Dakota are honest, hardworking people. The scheme you were involved in here was not that at all. She outlined the outright lies that they said to the SSA. They had even said that the husband could not shave or brush his teeth. I mean, they really went overkill here. Stupid, greedy people. Stupid, greedy people. Wow. Okay, let's get to the sentence. Judge Schreier, so that's the husband's judge, sentencing judge, sentenced him to 18 months in federal prison. She says that's because his conduct is far more egregious than his wife's. 18 months. Am I off kilter here by thinking that's like a slap on the wrist for 10 years of doing this and living the high life while you're doing it? It wasn't like they were doing it and really needed the money for something, which doesn't excuse it, but let's face it. There is something about this that is completely stinks to high heaven. 18 months. And that's because he actually pretended to be totally disabled, unlike his wife, who did not pretend. She just sucked off the fact that he did it. 18 months for the worst of the two. What did she get? Did she get anything? I don't see what she got. Oh, wait, they make it stay up top. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. She got 15 months in federal prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release, and she was ordered to pay $100 in a special assessment to the Federal Crime Victims Fund. $100, guys. And her husband was sentenced to the 18 months. So, wow, he gets 3 more months because he pretended to be disabled. She gets 15 months. He gets 18 months. What the heck? Does anybody think that's out of... Am I just in a strict mood today? I think that's ludicrous. I can't even believe they're getting that little. I wonder why. I bet you there's some reason why. And it has nothing to do with anything that it should. Anyway, that's just my supposition. Pure speculation. All right. What do you think, guys? 18 months for all that? Okay. Bye, guys.